I would like to acknowledge the presence of the cabinet ministers here and to further start my contribution. Honorable Speaker, I begin my intervention with information. Honorable Speaker, I think the Minister of Information should start to fold his sleeves and get the information system back to track. Honorable Speaker, the Rwanda genocide was triggered by a message on a radio station. Honorable Speaker, we cannot continue to allow media outlets to demoralize eminent personalities of this society. Typical example is the Honorable Member, Yunusaba. Honorable Speaker, gender. Honorable Speaker, I think we need to pay serious attention to mechanic garage. Honorable Speaker, as parents, we cannot leave our child under other parents' disposal. If you visit this mechanic garage or welding workshop and see the amount of labor work that is loaded on the children, the amount of intimidation is unbearable. So I think as parents, we have a responsibility to secure our children. You cannot just send your children to be an apprenticeship and you don't even pay attention to him or her. Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, security. Honorable Speaker, since this newfound democracy, many are taking the law into their own hand. There are a lot of mob justice that were being practiced. Honorable Speaker, what happened at first in Njagachoy? The attack by the robbery attack by a security personnel is a reflection of what we did to our security forces. Honorable Speaker, a security officer that was injured at Sanya, who mated that injury in that security officers? It is not our own self. What happened to the security officer that got injured at Birkama? It is not ourselves who did it. So I think as citizens, it needs a collaborative effort to work hand in our security forces. Honorable Speaker, the act of certain individual in the security sector cannot be visited on all the security personnel. We have very professional security men and women who are ready to serve this country. So let's try to work with them hand in glove to secure the country. Honorable Speaker, all these robberies that were happening, they are happening in places where we have people. I'm not saying a criminal inside your country, but a criminal outside the country was lodged by somebody. If we all engage into community policing, we will be able to trace out all these criminals through collective responsibility. Honorable Speaker, and I'm calling on the urgent attention of the Interior Minister and the government at large to support the affected PRU officer to get a proper medical attention. And even to create a risk allowance for the security officers who get victimized when they were serving their country. Honorable Speaker, Talinding, under Youth and Sport, Honorable Speaker, I must commend the Honorable Minister for Youth and Sport to heavily sponsoring a football field at Talinding, not through the Ward Councillor. Honorable Speaker, in the education sector also, I must commend the Minister for coming to our aid to help us to get a senior school. That was a general outcry for the whole people of Talinding. Honorable Speaker, finally, Honorable Speaker, if a human being cannot listen and experience life without judgment, then you belong to the animal kingdom, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I heard from members challenging the decision of the head of state that he make an opinion, which is just an opinion, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, but what is wrong today, what is right yesterday cannot be wrong today. Honorable Speaker, I think it's good that the president speaks sometimes because people are just lying in their graveyard. They will not move until when the president make any statement. We are all here when we are all here When the president made a statement that he's going to set a commission, he was threatened by people's godfather that he should not set that commission. Where were they? And they brushed that under the carpet. When the person in charge of that statement also was found of not paying a tax, he went to the court to clear that, but there is no avail. So let's make the game clean. If you want to make the politics for a game of attack, the door is open for you. Honorable Speaker, we are also all here. When he made an interview in a particular radio station with a journalist saying that if he went against the current president, only a boss eyes will see that. And he qualified in bossing in his party that somebody bossed a woman eye there. There was that also under a carpet. And those visually impaired feel intimidated in that statement, but they never condemn that. So why are they so much particular concern about the president's statement? Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I had a member also saying that some appointees like foreign service were given to people who lose election. Let me tell you, some people lose election, but they were still strong in their consequence. As a saying goes on, the ballot token that people qualified you to represent them in parliament is from the people. But the leadership career was given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is why I am here today. Even though I cannot get voted, but I came back here through the help of Almighty by the President of the Republic of the Gambia. So not that somebody who lose election didn't have win the heart of his people. They can still be strong in that area. Also, he mentioned that those people should not be accorded position. But let me tell that particular National Assembly member that when they form part of the government, all the appointees that were done are done by political compensation. So where were they by then? All those appointees were done through a political compensation. Let me tell you, there will be no government in this country here who will not have a package for compensation. Even they themselves who are looking after that position, if they come, they would have behaved worse than the president did. So let's make the game clean. Honorable Speaker, I think with those few remarks, I submit and beg to take my seat.